Hey, what's up? What it do, soul fam? Welcome to Cannabis Witchery or Readings by Cannabis. That's me. I am Kat Nicoletta Monroe, for those of y'all who may not know. Welcome to your spiritual check-in. Not entirely sure what it is to expect this time around, but I find the timing of this recording quite interesting. As I'm doing this, there is a Microsoft IT outage occurring. So global wide, there's just a lot of internet outages causing a ruckus and having like planes land and everything. So it's a moment for us to actually perhaps reconnect. Hence why I'm here recording for y'all, because I was like, hello, it's like the perfect time to talk to my soul fam and shit. So like, what's up? I also post on the devil's lettuce, so if you guys want to just kick it with me, that'd be pretty cool. So keeping, I guess, on theme, I chose the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck to pull from to start. I also have the Great Outdoors Tarot in front of me, and I was also pulled to the Dark Magic Oracle. Okay, so we gonna see what it is. What's up? Da, 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 da. You might be listening to that song. I can't recall what it's called right now, but it's definitely ringing through my noggin. All right, messages for the soul fam tuning in. Remember, y'all, this is a YouTube reading, so only take what resonates as it resonates. Leave the rest for another if you want something more precise, concise. CannabisWitchery.com, baby. This one doesn't want to actually talk to me. Fine, we're gonna go a different order because now I'm getting pulled to the tarot. So let's see, messages for the soul fam, and we got cards out. Oh shit. Well, okay, we got the Tower card with the worlds in reverse. What happened? All right, so usually I intend my readings to be, that does make sense. Sorry, I usually intend my readings to be timeless, but as I'm recording this, there was just a massive conjunction, or what I like to call a dancey dance, with Mars and Uranus this past weekend, which really caused like this, well, tower moment for so many of us, where we were hit with an epiphany. We were hit with a realization, a truth, like, ooh, just like the way that I just got like really hot. It may have been a tough pill to swallow, but hey, as someone who really could take the truth, like I'll take that shit straight. I don't know about y'all. Better that than withdrawals and lies. I don't know, I'm feeling a lot of justice right now, like okay, so we have 5 of stones as well as 2 of blades. So I believe these are coins and swords. 5 of coins and 2 of blades. 2 of swords. Okay. Just based on the imagery here alone, you're making the best out of whatever came to light for you. You know, there's something that you had noticed that kind of potentially maybe turned your world around. Okay, no, I heard separate facts. Okay, so I get this now. For those of us in the collective whom are initiating change, kind of what some people call like jumping, like quantum leaps, you know, like timeline jumping and things like that. Essentially what that means is it's a definite choice that you make, that you decide on, that changes your perception as you know it, because you are so firm in that choice for yourself, right? And when it is that we decide on something, right? Like we could maybe be thinking that we're manifesting something, but we're in 2 places at once, you know? It's like the best way that I can describe it is moving, right? You can be sitting in one part of the world, wherever it may be, really yearning to go somewhere else. And there's actually a particular spot that your intuitive mind just keeps like pulling you towards, you know? And you're given a chance. Do you initiate it? Do you make the choice and make the change and have the conversations you need to make? Affirm all of the plans and shit that needs to also get done in the interim, right? You got to pack, you got to load up, you got to transport. How are you organizing everything, you know? But once you decide, things just kind of almost like fall into place magically. So this came up actually in the last spiritual check-in, not the Divine Feminine one, but the one prior to that, where the Tower card came out, where we have this opportunity for something to crumble in order for us to put it back together again, right? So there's something that our intuition is pulling us towards. We've decided what that is, or at least perhaps in the previous spiritual check-in, we were just on the brink of that decision. So now let's say you have decided, right? For those of opposite ends, I promise this will all come full circle, those individuals whom perhaps maybe chose to stay stuck, stagnant, and not really take the opportunities that they had and like push forward. Essentially, they decided to perhaps maybe give in to fears or anxieties or doubts about it, right? Reality kind of set in, or it's due to avoidance, or perhaps maybe anxious attachment to something else that's at play, right? For whatever reason, those of the collective who did not perhaps initiate change, they kind of had a decision made for them, if that makes sense. And that's where this energy comes into play, right? And positive twist on it, it's happening in a way that is going to work out okay for everyone. It's like, I'm getting showed like a board game, you know, like the game of life. Yeah, it's a great idea. You get to choose willfully what it is that you take on. Do you have kids? Do you go to school? Do you, I don't know, what job do you have, right? Do you switch up? And like, you know, it's a fun little thing. But like whatever decision it is that you take and you make for yourself, you could in fact be maybe taking the longer way around than the rest of your peers, you know? So it's like that in real life in so many ways. We're still all getting to a common goal, collectively speaking. But some of us are going about different ways. That doesn't make things right or wrong. It just kind of speeds things up for other people and slows things down for the others. Is the best way that I can say it, right? I've definitely chosen the slow route, like no thanks, I'm just gonna sit in this for a while, like kind of, I get it, right? So there's zero judgments, by the way. It's just either you initiate the change or the initiated change is initiated upon you. Say initiated 5 times fast. So what's up? Oh, now I'm getting pulled to you. Okay, hold on. The deck be talking. All right, let's pull from the Oracle deck. So now what? What is the message for the soul fam? I'm being told to tell you it is 5:15. 5 is the time for change. Okay, and we have Spirit with Ace. You know what I'm getting pulled to? There's this castle in the background there. Focus. There it is. You see that in the top corner? Talk about that initiation. Initiation is the word of the day. Bam! My phone just dinged somewhere. I don't even know where it is. What else do we have here? And then we have Eaten Seduction. Okay, so this is giving me obvious devil card energy. So we have the initiation, or we have giving into fears, anxieties. It could be temptations. It could be comforts, right? Like not everybody is open to willfully, I guess, go towards what it is that they require to change within themselves because it's frightening, right? Your ego is there to protect us, right? So, okay, that little like aha moment that I just had, minor confession, I was shuffling in all of these decks, just refreshing the energy for y'all. And when I was pulling from the Dark Magic Oracle, I flipped the deck over to this card here, and it says Friends Forever, grow together individually. Number one, I definitely gotta address the elephant in the room. There's a bunch of threes here, okay? So 333 may be of significance to y'all. There's definitely a lot about, like, synchronicities and shit of the numeric variety. Oh my god. Mercury's in pre-shadow right now, and I always get so, like, tongue-tied. Anyways, so it could mean, soul fam, that whatever changes might be upon you, there could be perhaps maybe a slight fear or a hesitation in and around growing apart from people. Or maybe your intuition is literally pulling you towards a completely different direction, that now there's like a separation between yourself and a friend or a family member, or like it's you and someone though. I'm definitely feeling that too because of the Two of Blades here as well. Like for a Two of Swords card, like this actually is giving me Two of Cups energy, no? Wouldn't you say? It's almost like there's a distance in potential time, like if there's time zone differences, space, but never in heart, you know? And I totally get that. I'm the long distance friend. Yeah, I moved from my friends and family and all of that again and again. And it actually made me grow stronger. You know, not everybody, right? Unfortunately, there were some losses and stuff, but that doesn't come just from long distance or changes like that, you know? Like sometimes you grow out. Circumstances change the very core of you and you evolve away from each other. The purpose of your connection, your friendship is just, it's over or it's unaligned right now. And who knows, maybe you'll circle back, right? This really is giving me kind of like a part 2 for the last spiritual check-in. So holla, I've already linked it. So you guys, I think you just scroll down and see like what videos are affiliated with this video and then watch it if you feel bold. But just know that, like, okay, when it's my friend's birthday, which all of my best friends just have like a clumped like season in the summertime, especially too, when it's everyone's birthday. And I, like, it hurts me, it pains me that I can't be there to celebrate like another year of life, you know, and just them and their birth, you know, it's a birthday for crying out loud. And they still feel my love, which is really nice. And we send it to each other in unique ways. So what I'm saying is that when a friendship, when a connection is really truly meant to be to cater towards your growth and your evolution, regardless of where it is that you decide to go in this world, because I think a lot of y'all are moving, like whether this is metaphoric or this is, you know, an actual like optimistic thing that you're really gunning towards that maybe you had once convinced yourself was impossible, you know, or you had some addictions or attachments or perceptions, right? Like it doesn't have to always mean something literal. The devil sneaks in. So whatever it is though, like you can't get your mind off of it though. It's like at this point, if you're tuning in and you're still here, soul fam, like you are well aware of what it is that just happened that has the opportunity to change things around, right? Like the world in reverse doesn't always have to be a bad thing either. You know? It's just a change of reality. Right? But see, some of y'all just perceived that like, okay, like, you know, oh, I forgot what it's called. When they do that in movies where they just start like tilting the camera and stuff and it has like it has a word and it has a purpose because it kind of like alters and makes you feel uncomfortable and it shifts your reality a little bit. They do it a lot in like thriller and horror movies and shit too. You'll notice that, especially in the opening credits. It's like everything's like filled upside down and like usually there's a car driving through some sort of forestry or some shit. Y'all see it? Anyways. It's giving that, like, it's a complete change of reality. But does that reality have to be bad? Like, are you attaching fear to it? Or are we attaching initiation and opportunity, right? And like a beginning, where we're following our intuition. And also trusting that we're gonna have the right people and experiences, even if your decisions and experiences are leading you towards more of an isolated lifestyle, right? Like you can be isolated and yet still like very connected. It all kind of comes around, doesn't it? Like even with all the internet outages and like, you know, whatever, it's like I feel really connected with y'all right now. I miss you guys. I know sometimes I take a lot of breaks from like social media and stuff. It's just who I am. I go through shit too, and I just kind of want to go and do my own thing and develop, right? But either way, it makes me happy that those of y'all who choose to stick around and join, and even if you grow some feathers and wings and fly away from the family, that's cool too. It's so nice that I was able to connect with y'all from starting this whole thing, coming out and being public, I guess, with my weirdness, you know. I've actually grown so much intellectually, and my heart has just like really opened up, and I've healed myself and thus paid it forward, and was able to like connect and heal with so many others too, and guide y'all towards that, and to find that inner strength too. Like I had my tower world in reverse moment back in 2020, which I mean all of us had, really. That was one of the big fucking initiators. This is kind of like another one, pandemic not included, at least not right now. They're planning another pandemic, but I don't really think it's gonna go off as much as they're expecting. Anyways, tune into my world predictions video for 2024 to 2027. It's on my other K&M Witchery channel. And plus, there's going to be more videos coming up. I have some really great ideas that are going to be really fun. So like stay tuned and follow K&M Witchery too, if of course you feel open to it. Now I just feel like I'm just kicking it with y'all. See, that's just it. Like it could just be really simple. I think if you stop overthinking it, so fam, and you just be yourself and you do what's right for you, like the right people will come along, they'll hang tight, they'll go along with you too, and the right people will also separate themselves a little bit more too. And it doesn't have to be so personal, right? It's that trust that like no matter what, like even in distance, like never in heart, you can grow together individually. This is a beautiful message. I keep trying to listen for more, but I'm hearing my snaps, so this is it, I guess. This is a really quick check-in, whatever. Hopefully it served anyone who needed just a little quick, like, hey, what's up? Little quick connection, spiritual hug and shit. Look, if it were up to me, I would tell you to follow your intuition, to truly decide, make it possible, and just witness reality unfold for you in a way that you never imagined it to, you know, because it's possible. I've done it too many times in my life for me to tell you that it ain't possible. Trust me. I've convinced people of their own impossibilities, and then they did it. I'm like, see, it's right there, you know. So y'all can do it too. And if you need that personal push, then knwitchery.com. The invitation is there, okay? Otherwise, I do hope you like, subscribe, join the tribe, you know, do the comment thing, because I love connecting out with y'all. And that's it. That's it for me, guys. Bye.